ちゃん声を温存中で土台に座る。白にして正解でした。黒か白をどっちにするって言われたんですけど、一緒に合わせて白にしました。鳥が今のうちのやつ使った。結局そうだね。パクった。もうあげてるようなもの。使わなくなったら返して。
inspired by State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
It's so cheap, yeah, got a great rate on the down low, 'cause Jake isn't your average Joe.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi. How's everybody doing today? We got some heads that I recognize in the chat already, which I always love to see. The champ crew in the house. I'm upset I never came up with a name to refer to you guys as. Because, like, if my name's Champ of Medium, you guys need to have something like, you know, sort of like that, right? But, like, you're not lesser than me, so I don't want to make you, like, the champs of easy. You know what I mean? But are you superior to me? Possibly. Are you the champs of hard? I don't know. It's a big step up. It's level 3. What is up, Tina? Nicholas, Ed, Glenn, Kibbs, my people in the house today. Who am I missing? Hernan? What's up? Jonas, I saw you before. I don't know if you're still around, though. Diana, what's up? Solid Steel. I can't speak English well, so only want to say, how do you do from Tokyo? Very good. Solid Steel, thank you. Michael, what's up, my friends? How are you guys today? So it's happy holidays, you know what I'm saying? We're already in the midst of several holidays as we speak. I don't know which ones. I'm not worldly enough of a person. I know that there's a Hanukkah and that there's a Kwanzaa, and they're all happening around this time. Christmas for me is in 2 days. Tomorrow is I haven't done any of my Christmas shopping. God, I hope nobody from my family is watching this. Hey, what's up, Alan? How you doing, man? Glenn, did I say hi to you yet? I don't remember. Dire Fates, what's up, my dude? You did a Babymetal commercial? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Deco Deck? Is it on YouTube? Our Christmas present to everyone. 25 seconds. Alright, well, this is going to be the first thing that we check out, obviously. You gonna make me search for this, homie? Where do I find it? Deco Deck Christmas Babymetal. How do you feel about the fact that when you type in Deco Deck, the first thing that pops up is Deco Deck Christmas, by the way? I mean, Deco Deck Babymetal, by the way. You're most associated, according to this Yahoo search engine in front of me right now, you are most associated with Babymetal. Feel good about that? I love Babymetal. Babymetal's awesome. I feel great about that. I don't know what happens when you type in my name, by the way. What am I most associated with? BTS, probably? BTS or Bandmate, maybe? Alright, what is this? What did you guys do? Oh, it's a cover. Babymetal cover by Deco Deck coming this Christmas. Gotcha. Wait, this is it. Okay, right? You said it's 25 seconds? Cool.
Ho ho ho! 大これからのメリークリスマス！新しいベイビーメタルテレビを
Unbelievable.
アダン、エリクとビビビジョンズをフィーチャー
I feel like it fits. I mean, look at this face right here. And look at this face right here. And then look at this face. I mean, it seems perfect. Let's turn on the captions, you said.
Ho ho ho! 大これから
Wait, I gotta make this smaller again now. Hold on, I'm such a noob when it comes to, like, you know, doing stuff like this. But there we go. Okay. You can see that now.
メリークリスマス！
Damn it! Damn it! I know I pressed the button. Here we go. One more time.
Ho ho! 大これからのメリークリスマス！
Who's saying this?
新しいベイビーメタルテレビを アダン、エリクとビビビジョンのフィーチャーこのクリスマスに来る準備をしなさい
I mean, the dance is spot on. There's no denying that. The dance is spot on. I feel like, you know, if anybody was ever looking for... They have an extra spot out there, dude. They have an extra spot out there in the group. I'm just saying. Like, they've got that one girl that's kind of like cycled in and out now, right? I don't know if she's officially part of the group. All I know is they might be looking for new members. BTS, then Dimash? Dimash, really? Dimash is number 2 when you search my name. That's crazy. I think I only have like 4 videos for Dimash on my channel. Full video will be out on Christmas. Alright, cool. I'm in. Alright. It's building up in here. We're in the 30s. As soon as we get into the 40 to 50 range is when I'll start actually playing the Lovebites music, when we do the actual deep dive on this band. Because you know what? Lovebites is like, just like I did with Stray Kids the first week. I was like, this is one of those groups that I knew I wanted to listen to more of as soon as I heard them in the first place, but it's just like, because you have a reaction channel, you don't listen to everything you want to listen to when you want to listen to it, right? But that's why I'm creating this whole stream thing, because these are the bands that I'm choosing these. Nobody's choosing these for me. I just want to hear more of this stuff. You know, it's kind of a bummer that this is after the bassist left the band. I think her name is Miho, right? Dimash, then Lovebites as number 3. How could Lovebites possibly come up before Bandmate? That seems insane. Oh, I guess it just changes based on... How does that work? Because I always thought that the search engine brought up whatever is like... Everybody, everywhere is searching for the most. Not you in particular. Like, we have our searches, right? Like, you could see when I click here... There's my searches. I've searched for these things recently, right? But, like, outside of that, if I type in something that I never type in, you know, let's just say, like... Well, I don't follow anyone on this channel, but if I type in, like, let's say Ryan Muir, right? Now, that's got to be randomized, because I don't watch videos on this channel, you know? That's for my personal channel. So all of the searches that I put on here are just for what I'm doing for my videos. So this is the first time that I've written Ryan Muir in here. It comes up with Babymetal, Lovebites, Bandmate, right? That all makes sense to me. But why is it different for you guys? That's my question. Like if Deco Deck types in Champ of Medium and it comes up BTS and Dimash, why for somebody else is it coming up Bandmate if it's not just searching their own recent searches? You know what I'm saying? Seems weird. Merry Christmas, Lehman. Good to see you back. It changes. I have Bandmate, Lovebites, and Nightwish. And I'm guessing for you, Hernan, I think that's how you say your name. I don't know, you got the little thing over the A, so I don't know how to how to actually say that. But if for you it's Bandmate, Lovebites, and Nightwish, and there's no BTS, I assume that you don't listen to BTS, right? Goes by BTS, your name by itself, Dimash, Lovebites, then Bandmate. But I assume, Deco, that you watch way more of The Rock than BTS, right? So realistically, if it does go by your own searches, you would think that like Bandmate probably. I assume that you've watched the most Bandmate of my channel. It's just my assumption, obviously, or more so than BTS at least. BTS wouldn't even come up for you if it's based on what you search. That's why it's weird, you know? Because, like, look, see, so Hernan said, yeah, so, like, he only listens to the rock stuff, right? So it's like, if he's only listening to the rock stuff and it's coming up all rock for him, why for somebody else that's listening to mostly rock would BTS come up first? BTS isn't even coming up for him. Well, Deco, yeah, you do have a lot of Dimash. That's true. It's very interesting how it does that. I'm just saying, like, if you've never been here before, the first, like, 20 minutes of all of my streams have ended up devolving into me just bitching and complaining about, I don't know, how YouTube works. Its search engine, or the fact that, how about this? It says concurrent viewers right now on the top of my screen at 48. And then on the bottom of the screen it said 43. And now it says 25 on the bottom of my screen. Like 20 of them just all disappeared at the same time. What's that mean? Lovebites and Demon Slayer. So Glenn, you've been around for a really long time too. Like, you've been watching my channel for a while. Demon Slayer coming up. Demon Slayer's very recent for me. Like, I've only done that twice, you know? Kibbs, you want me to make an actual rant video? Like, you just tune into the beginning of all these streams and you hear me rant about YouTube all the time. It's not even me ranting out. Like, I accept everything that it is. You know what I mean? I'm not like... YouTube is like my favorite thing in the world. Without it, I don't know what I would be doing with my life right now. But that being said, there's so many things that I feel like are unsaid or unwritten, you know, and that are assumed via the YouTubers and the people that watch YouTube, where it's like, we think these things make sense, so this is probably what's happening. But realistically, they've never said anything about how their algorithm actually works. You know, they say that they're trying to do the best for you as an individual. But it's not like it's not like they're posting the code, you know what I mean? So, like, I love talking to you guys about this stuff too, because I like getting your opinions on, like, how you think it works also. How things work, I don't know. It's always been like a thing that intrigues me, you know, especially on this level. It's what I talk about in my anime reactions too, where I'm talking about how, like, you know, with Demon Slayer, I love how the world building exists, like the lore and the world building around it have like very specific rules, and like, you know what those rules are, so when something happens, you know why that thing is happening, you expect it. And it pays off, you know, for people that have, like, thought about this a lot. You get paid off for them following the structure of the world that they've built. But with YouTube, it's just, like, this vast, like, no explanations for anything ever. So I find it fascinating. Yeah, just so you guys know, Al and I have been talking about getting together and doing one of those interviews, like the one that he did with... like the one that he did with Wave. So we're probably going to do that in like a month or so. Hey, PJ, what's happening? Bishop Steiner? Don't worry, we're gonna get into the Lovebites. It's happening. We are at that level now. There's about 50 of us in here. Should we kick it off? Tina, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, Monster X coming up for you. Why? You've watched probably all my videos just for the moderating aspect of it, you know? So, like, why would that happen? No idea. Yeah. Let's hop into the first one. Let's go. Okay, so I've pulled up some stuff over here. And this is what we got. We got 5 songs over here. One of these is like 2 songs in one. So it's like this one over here, Epilogue and Don't Bite the Dust. But I think we're gonna hop off with this one because it's like pretty new. Came out this year. Well, I think a few of these came out this year actually. I'm excited about this one. I don't know what this is. Also, I know one of these is a ballad, so I'm pretty amped about hearing one of those too. Yeah, everybody hit like. That's right, Glenn, my main man. Hit that like button, subscribe, punch it, come on, hit it 1,000,000 times as long as it's a odd number. Don't hit the like button in even number of times. We don't like that. That's bad. Here we go. We're starting with Set the World on Fire. I should probably make sure that this is the right volume, though.
世界に火をつけろ。
Tell me if it's too quiet or too loud. Ooh. Already, like the... I thought it was going to be major, and then it went minor. You gotta love just riffs, you know? Riffs starting off a metal song. Dude, this sounds like 80s metal. Whoa, the drums too. Dude, this sounds like a thrash metal song. That's pretty sick. This is a little quiet for me. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I want to turn it up on my end. Can I turn this up? Will it be bad for you guys if I turn this up? Should I turn it up on my end specifically and turn you down so that it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? What are you guys talking about over here, by the way? Oh, I love the studio live from them. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. Watch Miyako in this one. Cool, cool, cool. Maiden. I don't know about Maiden. I'm getting more like, I don't know, I can't even think of a band that it sounds like right now, but like an 80s thrash band. A bit louder on your side? Turn it up specifically for me, okay. I'm gonna, just give me 1 minute to adjust this stuff. What the hell? There's two things playing right now. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take that back. Testament! That's who I was thinking about. Thank you. Exactly. I just love this. You know what I mean? It kind of sounds like Slayer in the beginning, too. Like one of their slower songs. And I love that it's like harmonized, too. Very militia sounding drum beat. Damn, she's nasty, the drummer. You know what's crazy about this? This is like, from just a sound standpoint, this might be my favorite thing that I've heard from them. Just like, not like technically speaking, but like, you know, just like it vibes on me. Like, it goes into my ears and I like the sound of it. You know what I mean? But it is probably also the simplest thing that I've heard them play, which is interesting. You know, it just goes to show you that sometimes it's like, it's not about like, how fancy can you play, you know? Which I love fancy playing, you know, don't get me wrong. But I just love the sound of this song, man. Like, it just reminds me of being like a teenager, honestly. I was listening to a lot of this music. The triplets here are just like, yeah! Ugh. Ooh. Those chord choices too, man. sick. Just sick. Just sick. I love how they, like, it hasn't been power metal-y the whole time, you know? But then for that chorus, like, just because that power metal feeling is so, like, we're going somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, it feels so, like you've reached a destination, you know what I mean? It's perfect for the chorus here. It also got all technical there, which I love. Again, it's like you gotta have them both. You gotta have them both. You gotta have the sound, you gotta have the technicality. This riff is cool as hell. It's kind of Metallica-like, you know? I mean, like old Metallica. Like original Metallica. I love these chords, too. I think they're playing different chords from each other, and they're just like, they sound so evil. Right there. Ooh. Ugh. Gives me a darkness inside. And just to follow it up with, like, now we're in major now. Like I said, for this chorus. What are we gonna do for the bridge? Ooh, the timing. Woo. Damn, they're just both. Oof. That was insane. That was all insane. You want to listen to that all again? I mean, I'm going to. So, if you don't want to, you're going to have to leave. Holy shit, man. Can I just say that, like, as nasty as they both are, like, which is just fucking, they are so good. It's just, it blows my mind how tight they are. Like, just so incredibly on point. But, like, outside of that, even more importantly to me, it's so creative. The little things that they do inside of their solos, the choices that you make that you're like, okay, I can kind of see where their solo is going. I mean, how many people have written solos in the history of metal? You know, there's a bajillion of them out there. But, like, so when you can surprise somebody in the middle of a solo, it's still like it like that's something that should be applauded and should be recognized. And, like, I feel like there were several parts of both of those solos, all three of them, I guess, where I did not expect what happened. And that's the most important part of this. Yes, they nailed it. Yes, they are amazing guitarists. And yes, their timing is impeccable, but also just the creativity that came out of that was mind-boggling. 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 Are you understanding what I'm saying right now? Like, I feel like when I say things, because I have a reaction channel, sometimes people are probably looking at me like, oh, he's reacting. It's like, no. No. That's not what... No. I'm telling you right now that was a feat. That was a feat of creativity and just that was just a perfect guitar solo to me. That the timing right there, by the way, just gotta call that out. It's awesome that they waited the extra beat. Like, don't you love that right there? Like, how can you not love that? What she's doing with the hammer-ons, with the pick, but then to slide it and have it make the perfect sound for that section, for that, like, people will just slide. You know what I mean? Like, bands will just slide their pick, like, for whatever reason. Some guitarists are just obsessed with it, and they just do it all willy-nilly, and they can't stop. And it's fine. It sounds okay, but, like, it doesn't sound like that was, like, using it right. And that too, and it's something so simple, but it's so, this right here going down the fretboard. It's something so simple, but it's something that is so out of place with what she was doing previous to that I didn't expect it to come in like that. It's just, like I said, it's just creative writing. And that, oh my god, dude, like, holy shit. She just knows what notes to hit to make it sound so unbelievably epic. This is so good. Shit, dude. Thanks, Fugly Stick. I appreciate the like. Yeah, guys, liking my videos is great. I love that. I love when you do that. But let's like this right now. It's just beautiful too, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the sound of it. Also, this guitar solo, by the way, like, you know, we were talking in the beginning how it sounded like really 80s thrash, and then it kind of hit that power metal tone in the middle of the chorus. But, like, here it doesn't even sound like either of them. It almost sounds like, it's like the background chords that they're using could be from, like, an 80s mainstream alt-rock song, like a Billy Idol song. But with just, like, this nasty guitar solo over it. It kind of changed vibes again. I'm not talking about the actual way that they're playing, by the way. I'm just talking about the chords that they're using, the sound of it. Like, they're both doing that. It's so cool. All of it is, it's perfect. It's a perfect guitar solo. It's so cool. It's so cool. Holy shit. She's a genius. she's a musical genius. I mean, when it first came in, I was like, oh, okay, she's playing with the pedal over there, right? But as she was playing it, it was like the pedal oh my god, again, it's just like, she's making me realize how little other guitarists actually know about what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, especially myself. Like, if I were playing with that pedal over there, I'm probably just throwing it in to make that part sound cool, but she didn't do that. She used the pedal to create the notes that were in the scale of what she was playing. It like, the pedal was making some of those notes. There wouldn't have been as many sounds in there without her playing the pedal perfectly with the right synchronization with the notes that she was actually playing on the guitar. Like, it just got so evil there, too. Oh my god. Yeah. It's like the entrance of Satan. That was Satan's entrance right there. Yeah, let's not discredit the vocalist for the fact that this is live, by the way, and this is all perfect. It's fucking unreal. Ugh. Just nasty. Just unbelievably nasty. That was my favorite song from them. That was my favorite song by, like, a pretty wide margin, I think, honestly. That was the most different thing that I've heard them do before. Like, I did hear Miyako do that piano solo, which was amazing also. I love that, absolutely. And don't get me wrong, like, the power metal stuff, it's amazing too. Like, they're such talented musicians. It's just like, I love when you hear something that's different than what you've already heard from the band, you know? And that one was just really cool. Plus, like I said, it took me back to, like, when I first started listening to metal back in the 90s. It was like 80s thrash metal first. It was like I experienced Metallica, and then, oh, there's a Megadeth too? What do you mean? You know, and then you go through the whole road, and you check out all the thrash bands, and then you realize that most of them aren't that great, you know? Unfortunately. That is what happens. About 92% of them are not worth listening to. Our thrash metal is very hit or miss, you know? That was, at its core, a thrash metal song, and, like, one of the best written. I mean, like, yeah, you had the other aspects of it, like I talked about, but like, that is top-notch thrash metal writing right there. Whew! I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of that. Songwriting, Miho? Well, that is disappointing. I did not realize that Miho was the songwriter. Well, I'm guessing that they're probably all write the music, right? But knowing that Mio's gonna not be in the band any longer, and they're on hiatus in general right now, right? I'm pretty sure they're just, like, taking a break, like, after they lost Miho and COVID and all that stuff. I would say songwriting is definitely one of Lovebites' strong points. Well, yeah, I mean, to me, songwriting is the most important aspect of being in a band, you know? Like, if you can't write a song, then nobody wants to see you. Set the World on Fire is written by Miyako. Okay. That was nasty. I have to assume that Miyako is constantly writing things. You know what I mean? Like, you've probably, if you listen to this kind of music, you've probably known somebody in your life that is like that. That one person that is just, like, extraordinarily talented, but also obsessed with, like, their instrument or writing music or something like that. And they're usually the best because it's just the only thing that they care about. You know, and I have to assume that Miyako is somebody like that. just based on how nasty she is. I heard Federer. I heard that. I heard Alduis one time. They got blocked on my channel. It was annoying. There are reasons that I haven't done the specific bands that I want to do, like Alduis and Bish, for example, which has been I had on a stream one time earlier and it got immediately blocked. So I mean, we'll see what's going on with that stuff. I'm gonna try again with like most of these bands, and hope. Honestly, recently K-pop videos have been getting blocked more than J-rock videos. There's like this switch happening. Jay says Miyako is the main composer. Yeah. I assume they all do stuff, though. Like, when you're that good at like, playing an instrument, you're writing music. You know what I mean? You're not just sitting in your room playing your own songs over and over again. Like, you're picking up a guitar, and you're writing the songs. And I'm sure you're sharing it with your band members. It's just how it is when you play an instrument. Two marriages and a baby? Miyako's got a baby? Cool. I got a baby. I mean, he's a 13-year-old baby, but he's still a baby. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, Sebastian. Got it. Miyako wrote that song. Cool. Who's Sawa? Who are y'all talking about, this Sawa person? Parametal for me has never been my favorite genre. It is always pretty samey and repetitive, but Lovebites must be doing something unique because I don't get that from them. Because they're that good at songwriting. They're able to break that sort of... I say this with every genre. There's Sawa, bass guitarist, and Alduist. Gotcha. I could say this about every genre of music, right? There are bands. There's always at least one that breaks through the stereotypical whatever they are, and they like it doesn't even matter if it doesn't even necessarily mean that they're the best in the genre. It just means that they have some sort of appeal, that it factor, which I hate to it exists. Like, sometimes bands or people have that it factor. It just is. It's a special kind of charisma that makes people want to see them. But sometimes there's a band in every genre that does this, right? Like, that stands out from the rest of their genre. Not necessarily just because they got mainstream appeal, even though that does usually happen when that happens, but it happens in every genre. Power metal, I mean, it was Iron Maiden, you know what I mean? And then it was Judas Priest. But nowadays, it's nobody. So I would 100% love to see Lovebites become that band. Unfortunately, they don't have the recognition. They have the skill. They are good enough to... They're so good that it doesn't matter what kind of music they're playing, is what I'm saying. Like, they're so good that it doesn't matter to me if they're playing power metal, they're playing thrash metal, if they're playing death metal. They're so nasty that I'll probably listen to them play any kind of music. If they wanted to play country music, I'd listen to them write the coolest country music song ever. You know what I mean? They're that good. But it's like every genre has it, you know? Every genre has it. I mean, look at Eminem, for example. Like, I mean, the amount of people that listen to Eminem that didn't listen to rap before Eminem. He obviously broke through that. Even like a band like Blink-182 for punk, or Green Day, you know? It's like people that didn't listen to those genres of music listened to those bands or artists. Japanese bands just like, yo, I'm just saying, it's so unfortunate. Like I look at the views on this and I'm like 321,988, right? That is not bad. Like, you can see this right here, right? Like, that's a lot of views. If I was ever in a band that had that many views, I'd feel fantastic about it. But I look at their subs and I'm like, 66,000 subs. Like, how are they this good and have, you know, not even double the amount of subs I have on my channel. You know, like, that bothers me, dude. Like, that bugs me. Like, I'm gonna subscribe to them right now. Like, I'm subscribed to them on my other channel, my personal channel. But, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so good. It doesn't seem right. And it's just because, like, there is just this part of the world that just doesn't give it a chance. It's such a bummer, you know? Like, I wish everybody would give it a chance. Why do I feel like I keep getting, like, dark? Alright, let's listen to the next song. Yeah. Yep, not happening in the US. Rock and metal. Nope. Nope. Disappointing, but let's move on. Let's go. Yeah. Let's give that a like real quick. Alright, this next one is a two-parter. It's Epilogue and Don't Bite the Dust. Let's check it out. She's got an actual acoustic.
You have never cried. Your eyes can be so beautiful.
Ooh, I really like her voice.
If
Never heard her do this.
you have never been hurt, you can't feel the pain of others.
Nice.
I will believe myself.
Ooh, hey, she's actually really good. Like, I shouldn't be surprised. It's not like I'm surprised that she can sing. Obviously, we've heard her sing, but we've pretty much only heard her sing belting, you know? And now she's, like, contained and held back, withdrawn a little bit. And we're just relying more on, rather than, like, her singing over all this chaotic music in the background, she's singing over, her voice is now, this is what we're focused on. And it sounds really, really nice. It sounds really different than it does normally, you know? It's cool, though. Like, this is not what her voice sounds like normally. I was actually surprised when she first came in.
I will believe myself.
It's very nice. She's got a very nice tone.
Will
Ooh.
never be alone. You will believe yourself. We are the only one.
Damn, she's really good. She's really, really good, actually. Hold on. Something's bothering me and I don't want to be bothered right now. I want to have my full focus on this. She came from a soul and R&B background. Oh, that makes sense.
Only ones.
Because she's kind of got, like, she's got that, like, you know how, like, pop singers sort of, not necessarily pop, but R&B singers, they kind of, like, save the vibrato for the last note of the line. She's kind of got that thing going on there.
Only ones.
I honestly would have thought by her vocals that she came from an opera background.
If you have never failed, you can't be happy for success. If you have never loved,
I like how the lyrics match the where they take make the changes in the song. You know, like it's like in major. It sounds positive.
If you have never loved, you can't fear to love from others.
It's like right there. It's kind of like dips into minor when she's saying you can't feel the love from others, but then when it gets hopeful again after this line. Ooh. Really like the stops there. Hey! She just like threw in a little bit of jazz there. Where did that come from? Where did the jazz come from, guys? Ooh. I could have more jazz. What an interesting choice. I love those stops there. Really lets you it sinks in. Ooh. Nasty. Yo. What? I did not think this was gonna get electric at all. You gotta... Dude, what is she even doing? What is she even doing? I don't even know what she's doing. She understands the guitar so well. She understands the guitar better than most people that I've ever seen play a guitar, honestly. She knows so much about how to create sounds in the perfect order. Things I would just never think of. You know what I mean? half of that didn't even have notes in it. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, half of that didn't even have notes in it. There's just, like, breaks of air, and just, like, it felt broken. And, like, in the coolest fucking way. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like a broken solo. How else do you explain it? It sounded like somebody came by an awesome solo and hit it with a sledgehammer. And it shattered. And what we heard were the remnants, the pieces of what was created. I don't even know. I think she's becoming one of, like, my most intriguing guitarists out there. I love that. I love that. It also kind of gives me, like, November Rain vibes, you know? Like, she's got a little bit of Slash in her. A little bit. You know? Just that kind of, like, intentionally sloppy feel. She's the tightest guitarist I've ever heard. But when you know that you hear something a little sloppy, it's because she wants it to sound that way. And it's like, ooh, Oh, when she does it, it's like art, man. It's art. Yeah. She's back on the piano too. Where did that come from, man? Where did this symphonic keyboard come from? What the hell? This song became awesome. Like, seriously. Like, this song is... Damn, dude. Like, these two are great tracks. The first one that I listened to and this one, these two are great tracks. I like these better than Shadowmaker and When Destiny's Line. These are... Ooh. Ugh. Where did the symphonic... Where's that happening? Is that pre-recorded? Yo, that looks like Guns N' Roses right there. That logo. Oh, I love that they do this in all the songs. Yo, it's kind of amazing to hear unbelievably talented guitarists and drummers and bassists like have to hold back, but still try to make it as best as they can while holding back. There's like it's like its own art in itself, you know what I mean? Like there's probably this urge to add a bajillion more notes because they can, but they're smart enough to know that they shouldn't. I'm very happy with the song. I really like it. Backing track, gotcha. Yo, their logo looks like GNR, doesn't it? Alright, it's Midori, right? It's playing like the highest notes possible. I mean, she's nasty too, man. She's nasty too. God, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. They're not done. It's classical music, you know? Like, this is classical music right here. This whole part has been. Ooh, I like when they separated the notes. They started playing different notes. Oh, that That break note. God damn. It's so nice. It's so nice, isn't it? This is classical music, man. It's a sick ass classical music song. Like post vocals. It just evolved into it. It's just so good. Ah, God, that break note. Oh my God. It's so nice. Oh. Dude, like, gives me a music happy. Got a nice little Zakk Wylde moment there. Nice. That was just nuts. That was just nuts. That song was 8 minutes long. Shit. I could have done that for the whole 12 minutes, honestly. How are they going to follow this up? How are they going to follow this up? I want to actually hear the follow-up, by the way, so I'm going to go back like 10 seconds, but damn, dude, that could be like a concert ender, you know what I mean? Woo! Jay says, I don't get the Jimi Hendrix feel by Midori at the end. You didn't like that? I thought that was pretty cool, man. It kind of like, it kind of gave me like a nice little sense of closure. Hey! It's a rock and roll riff. Hey! Yo, I think I kind of like, I boxed them up too early. You know what I'm saying? Like, I heard like 3 or 4 tracks of them, and they were all pretty much power metal songs, so I kind of like just, they're mostly a power metal band, you know? Like, I kind of like stuck them in that box, and that was wrong of me because I have now heard, like, I'm sure that there's elements of power metal and all the stuff that they do, but like, that it's really was like a thrash song and then like an epic ballad. And now we're starting off with a straight up, this is like a cool ass rock riff. It kind of started becoming a power metal riff at the end there. Yeah. Iron Maiden feel. Yeah, it kind of started turning into... It started off really rock heavy, the first part of it, before the drums kicked in. Once the drums kicked in and then they hit the final few notes of the riff, it was like power metal zone. But it still got more of a rock feel than most other tracks that I've heard from them. I like how old school they are, though, by the way. Like, they just have... You can hear the influences in them. Hey! I love... Dude. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, but I want to go back. I want to just hear the drums during this part, dude, because sometimes I'm so focused on the guitars I don't hear the drums, but that time all I was listening to was the drums. Her choices also, can we just say her choices with the double bass, just throwing it on the third line in that part. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Oh, man. There's a lot to like about this, man. There's a lot to like about what I've heard today. And I'm sorry, but like... She is so beautiful. She is so beautiful, but also like, how do I word this properly? She's so sexy. Just her face is so sexy, man. Like, she's just got this vibe to her that's just like, I'm telling you, man, it just oozes sex appeal to me. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that she looks kind of badass. But, like, she's just got something, man. She got something here. And here. And again, you gotta love that they're playing this together, you know? It's not a rhythm, it's not a rhythm and a lead, it's two leads. Wow, they're hooking into the solo early on this one. I love the extension here, by the way, coming into this chorus. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the music, to tell you the truth. I know I'm supposed to be talking about stuff, but like, I'm just listening. Hey! Yeah, a lot of this is coming down to the drummer. What did you say her name is? Haruna? The drummer's kind of creating like most of the coolness in this song, I think. Ooh, listen to that. That's so cool. Da 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 da. Yeah. She's putting in the work in this one, man. She's putting in the work. Her double bass is as on point as the guitarists are with their note hitting. You know what I mean? Like, her double bass, like, it's almost like you could play a solo out of her double bass notes. They're so specific and so perfectly timed, so perfectly hit. Like, it's just, you know, like, if you've listened to this kind of music, you know, a lot of the time, drummers, and even good drummers, can sound sloppy on the double bass. It's really hard to find one of her bass notes off time. Like, it's really hard to find that. Just this part, like, I'm really drawn to this part right here because I think it's just like the perfect example of how in sync she is. Her snare hits too, man. I mean, just like unbelievably perfectly timed. Hey, coming with that background solo, girl. Yeah, feel it, baby. Woo. She has background vocals? I don't know if I ever noticed that. The rasp in there. Get that rasp in there, homie. Yeah. Yeah, of course. They got to harmonize one more last solo. Come on. Woo! Scream, girl. Drums. Man, she's perfect, dude. Hi. All right. We are on our last legs here, homies. So, do me a solid and just understand that I'm going to have to pause this a lot more frequently than I was. I think I got a little too into the music. I was appreciating and respecting them a little too much for YouTube's liking. And they decided, no, you have to talk over them. If you want to do this, you have to talk over their gorgeous playing. So, I'm going to pause a lot. There's only 2 songs left. I do not want to get a block. I mean, another block, because that will ultimately probably result in me getting a strike. And I've never gotten a strike before. But usually when they give you a temporary block and then they give you a second block, the second block is permanent. Or not necessarily permanent, but for a much longer period of time, and it accompanies a strike. So, we want to avoid that. Attack fucker. Damn, how does this work? Are you watching you? I am currently watching myself in 2 separate locations to both sides of me. There's me over there, and there's me over there. I'm trying not to look at myself, though. It's really hard. People don't tell you when you start streaming or recording videos or whatever. It's really difficult when you exist in multiple locations, not to look at you. You know? Not that I necessarily want to see me, but it's like, what do I look at, like, at this moment? Oh, I can check by seeing right there. I see me right there, you know? Like, I look fine. I look okay. You know? I don't need to know that. Oh, you mean the YouTube police? Oh, yeah. I don't think that they're watching me. I think that it's like an algorithm that's like listening for certain sounds and visuals. And unfortunately, certain bands or certain labels, instead of copywriting it and taking the ad revenue from it, they decide just to block it. I don't know why they decide to do that. I do not hear myself, Mickey. No. No, I can't hear what I sound like. But I know what I sound like. I don't need to hear me. Yeah, it's a little weird. Especially because the one that I'm seeing over on my right-hand side over here is happening in live. And then the one that I'm seeing over here is in YouTube Studio. And that's like the delay that you guys are seeing. So like when I do stuff on there, that's when you see it. But that's like 20 seconds after I've already done stuff. So sometimes I'm like, oh shit, that's me in the past. And then I'll say something dumb and I'll be like, oh, I still have 20 seconds. And I'm like, oh no, wait, never mind. That's not how this works. I can't hide it. The dumb's coming out. Damn it, Bishop. Tina! Tina! Get an eye on this Bishop Steiner over there. I don't know if I trust that one. Oh, Tackfogger. Alright, it's all good. So listen, we're giving it a minute here just to hope that they kind of get off my back for a second here. But then we're going to hop back in and we're going to try to do these last two. We're going to try to do these last two. Tackfogger. Luckily for the patrons, at least, this, because it was blocked, I don't know how it works because it was already blocked. It might be donezo on YouTube, meaning like once the stream is over, it will not exist anymore, but it will, what I did already will be on Patreon at least. Unfortunately, these last two, well, we'll see. We'll see. It's like, why do they even care? This is something that I bitch about every time, though. Like, why do they even care? I'm showing your music. Like, this music is online. Like, for free. Like, we could just watch it for free. So, like, why don't you want people watching it? Makes no sense. It'll never make sense to me. I think it's just, like, an archaic thing that, like, lawyers, when they're, you know, creating this stuff, are just like, okay, it's easier to just say everything is on this end and everything else is on this end versus having shades of gray or whatever. But it's just like, dude, don't you want my money? like Lovebites label, whoever you are, like, don't you want my money? Do you not? Like, I'm not making any ad revenue off this, dude. I'm making $0. I've made $0 total in the last 2.5 years on YouTube. That money's yours. Like, that is your money. When I play this stuff, you get to keep it. Take it. I'm offering it to you, like, on a silver platter. I'm gonna sit here. I'm just gonna watch your video. People are gonna watch with me. New people are gonna know who you are. It's gonna be cool. And guess what? You get paid for it, and you didn't have to do anything for this part. You know, you don't want it. You'd rather me just not watch it. You'd rather them just not watch it. Why? Why make that decision? It only hurts you. I don't know if it's better with Western labels because I don't think I've ever reacted to a Western song. To tell you the truth. Yeah, they really don't want my money. No, I've made $0 on YouTube. Yes, Diana, that is true. There's something like $500 that has been amassed over the last 2.5 years. That, like, I can take out if I'm being honest, but it requires, like, a bunch of things that you have to do, and I eventually will. But those are that's how little I've actually, like, the rest of it has been copyrighted, and all the ad revenue has gone to the people that own the songs. And if you were to look at, I don't know if you could see it. Oh, I could show you guys the inner workings for a second here, though. if we can get there. But basically, I don't even know where it's going to show. But if you go to monetization, I believe. No. Copyright, maybe? I don't know. There's a section on here that will tell you everything, like all the money that you've made. And then how much do you actually get to keep. If we can find this. Here we go, revenue. Here's the intriguing stuff, right? So let's go to lifetime. My estimated revenue lifetime is $547. Okay? And as you can see, they came at very specific points in history. And it depends on what songs it is. Look at this. So my top earning video, I made $91 off of my BTS Dionysus live reaction. And what ended up happening with this, and as you can see, the same thing happened with this one over here with Black Swan. I made $30 off of Black Swan, but then the video got blocked. That means that the $30 disappeared. This $91, this was before they copyrighted it. It took them like 5 days to copyright it or something. So once they did copyright it, that $91 became theirs. So I've actually never collected on any of this stuff. Most of the videos that you would see on my top earning are going to be very, very little, because this is the amount of time that this is the amount that I would have made on it before it got copyrighted at that moment. Maybe I was thirsting too much over the ladies. It's possible. They got a little upset. So what this means is that there's long stretches of time where I was making $0, and this stuff that existed at one point no longer exists. But that's okay. This is something that I'm not complaining about. I knew this going in. I said all the music that I'm going to be reacting to is going to be copyrighted. I don't expect to really make any money off of this. It would be nice if I could, but I'm probably not going to. But also keep in mind that what you're seeing here, just so that you have an understanding of what it is, this $91 that I made off of BTS was in the 5 days before it got copyrighted. All of the money, that money went to them, and then all of the money that video made after that went to them also, which is the same for all of these videos. So while it shows that I've personally amassed $500-something, the amount that I've actually made for these companies is well into the dozens of thousands of, possibly 100,000. I don't know. I can't do the math like that. I don't know. You'd have to go with like an estimated time frame and the view count and stuff like that. But like, I've literally made salaries, like a year's salary worth of money for these companies. So why wouldn't you want that money is my only question. It'll never, ever make sense to me. Yeah, I'm just making them money, which is fine, because they are the artists. They created it. It's like, I'm watching this stuff because they made it. They deserve it, Especially since, like, musical artists in this day and age, they don't really have the same ability to, like, make money off albums and stuff like that. It's all about partnerships and deals with streaming services and the labels and stuff like that. So it's, like, a lot different. So I have no problem with them doing that. It's the only reason that I have a Patreon, The Patreon was always like, okay, what I'll do is I'll put in a lot of effort into the YouTube channel, and then if people decide that that the amount of effort that I was putting into the YouTube channel was worth supporting me for, then I'll give them a little extra bonus over onto the Patreon also. And then that's where, any money that I've made from YouTube has come from Patreon and people donating. And it's been awesome, because the people that are part of my like circle or whatever that have been in and out of my Patreon for the last 2 years are so generous and just so cool and understanding. And like, when I can't be there for something, like, they just, nobody ever gives me shit for it, man. Like, just so nice about it. And I can't explain how appreciative I have been about the support over there. You know, it's made me be able to continue doing YouTube. Like, there's no way that at this point I would still be able to do YouTube for $0 putting this much time into it. There's just no way. I would have been done a year ago, you know, but because of their ability to help support me, I've been able to put the extra time and effort into it. YouTube is scared of Lars Ulrich. Yeah, that's a fact. Everybody should be. I mean, he took down Napster. You know, here's the thing. So Nico says, it's a serious problem for Japanese bands because after the success of Babymetal, Bandmade in the rest of the world, other bands try to unlock the worldwide market. But the labels are very conservative and insular in Japan, and they are doing more damage than good. That is just the facts, dude. That is just like, there's no, that is what it is. You know, like, Bandmade has collected on all of my reactions. And good for them. I want them to have that money, you know? Like, that's how it should work. And that's been smart on their part. Same with Babymetal. Everybody can react to them. Where do you think, honest question, where do you think Babymetal would be today, if not for YouTube and people reacting to them? Where do you think they'd be? Because I'd venture to guess that the exposure that they got through YouTube and channels like the React channel when they did Babymetal like 5 years ago or whatever, and that had millions of views on the reaction, stuff like that, and then the hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views that they've gotten from just random people reacting to Babymetal, that is what got them huge. I'm sure that they had a following in Japan first, and they might have gotten something out of that. Like, they might have been a very successful band in Japan, but because of the YouTube reactions, they were all over. You couldn't not know who they were. And it's unbelievable. And Bandmade is having a bit of a moment like that too. Not quite the big explosion that Babymetal had, because the gimmick is not the same. You know, you had some 12-year-old girls doing some crazy-ass metal shit, but there's a way in this day and age to utilize the things that might have felt like a detriment to your career 10, 20 years ago, but to utilize them for your advantage. And Babymetal and Bandmade had figured that out, and a lot of other bands have yet to. And unfortunately, in South Korea, they're going in the opposite direction now, where they used to copyright all of my videos. All the K-pop videos were copyrighted. They take the money, and I never, ever questioned it. And on the last stream that I did, 3 Korean videos, boom, 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 blocks. That's a problem. That's not cool. Why would you go in the other direction? Unless they're doing so, they must be crunching some kind of crazy numbers over there, going, okay, we're making this much money based on exposure through YouTube, you know, trying to figure out those numbers or whatever. And that is not the same amount of money that we would make if people just tuned in directly to our channel the first time. That's the only thing that I could think of. Why you would change that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We're going to try this one more time. Let's hop into this bad boy. By the way, if you've been here for a while and you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Like you just saw. I am begging you. I have made $0 on YouTube in the last 2.5 years. Please just give me a like. Just click that. Just click that button. Make me feel like I got something out of it. It's my reward. All right. Let's try. We're going to try this one more time. Please, please. I'm going to pause it relatively often, hoping that this does not get blocked. Go. Signs of Deliverance. Bass. Hey, bass. This is the first time that I've really... It's like the first time that I've really noticed the bass like go come in strong like that. Yeah, don't hit it again, Bishop. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I don't care how many times you hit that like button. Just hit it in odd number of times. No even numbers. I'm actually, and I apologize for this, guys, but I'm going to turn this down a little bit too, just in case. Ooh, they're going to go into another lead. I just want to point out this bass. And I've seen it before, but I've never really, like, looked at it up close. Like, what is going on here? What are these spots that we're seeing? How do I make this bigger? What are these spots that we're seeing on the bass itself? They look like blood goops, like drips of blood, kind of. Which would be really cool if that was the case, but for some reason I feel like that's probably not what it actually is. Does anybody know? Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Michael says, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't know who Rolling Quartz was. And you know what? You know what's crazy about that, Michael? If it wasn't for my channel, I wouldn't know who Rolling Quartz was either, because on my Patreon, somebody requested I check them out. So think about that, right? So there's this whole rotation going around where somebody discovered my channel because of a band that they liked, right? And I was introduced to that band. Okay, a different band, who knows, maybe Bandmate or something like that. And then in turn, they requested something on my Patreon where I listened to Rolling Quartz for the first time. Now I've got a new band that I want to listen to, so I react to them on YouTube, and now people on YouTube know who they are because they've watched my channel for the first time. So two new bands were introduced via that whole sequence of events. Between three different people, right? And like in that situation, everybody benefits. People know who these bands are that didn't know who they were before. None of us are making any money off of this. Why wouldn't you want that to be the case? That is precisely the part of this that drives me crazy. Precisely. Thank you very much for saying that, Michael, about Rolling Quartz, because that is exactly the point that I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go back and look at her bloodstained bass. Hey, get that foot up there. In every song, they play the guitar lead together. Like, it's so cool because no other bands really do that. You know, like, there are definitely bands that do that sometimes, you know, but most, I would say like 95% of the bands out there, somebody's playing the rhythm guitar live. You know, even if a lot of the time in the studio you record two lead parts and you layer them, and then you record the rhythm also, and that's layered as well. And I assume on their tracks they probably have the rhythm layered, but instead of having one play the rhythm and one play the lead, they just both play the lead. Which is just way cooler. Come on, let's be honest, that's way cooler, isn't it? Hey. It's so cool, man. This is kind of like Konami style here, where we've got like the sort of like background shredding on the guitar while the chorus is going through. A lot of bends in it, too. I like what she's doing. Artificial harmonic, too. Whoever mentioned, I don't remember who mentioned it in the chat, but that, what's her name? Haruna's cymbal hits are also awesome. I hadn't really noticed before, so I've been focusing on it, and I gotta say, like, you can definitely notice. And then she just switch it up again. Ah, she's like a machine gun up there, man. Ooh, that roll. Again, it's creativity. Dude, she's a creative-ass songwriter, too. Ah, you gotta love that. You gotta love that, man. It's like when you talk about the guitar and how creative they are with writing their music, and then you see the same thing coming from one of the other instruments. It's like, ah, yes. Yes, it's not just them. It's also like, you know, you don't often see when somebody is this good of a guitarist, this good of an instrumentalist in general, you just don't often see them ring out chords as often as Lovebites decides to do that. And somebody else in the chat also mentioned something like they only hit the exact amount of notes that they need to, and never more or any less. And that's actually a really good point. And it's like kind of what I've been noticing over this period of time. It's like they really don't feel the need to show off unless the situation calls for it. See, she's just ringing out the notes, and then she goes da, 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 both of them. When I say she, I'm usually talking about both of them, by the way. This riff in the chorus is really sweet too. And I love how it's like played on the lower strings. It's on the A and the D string, it looks like. Which they you know, as a power metal heavy band and just kind of what they do in general, it's mostly been they play on the higher strings when they're doing the riffs, especially during like chorus parts. But it's really cool to hear them do it up there. It's like, I don't know, gives it a thicker sound. There's a bunch of harmonics in here, too. Ooh, and the palm mutes in there, too. I really like a lot of that stuff. Okay, pausing for copyrights. This is the copyright song. We want to avoid the copyrights. Because if we get blocked again, this is definitely the end. Do. It was right for them to stand next to each other during this part. Hey, go up that scale, baby. It suddenly started to sound like a video game level up. They're so slick, man. I can't believe they do this stuff together on stage. You know what I mean? Like, they go on stage and they do this shit together every time. What? Who are you? Who are you people? It's unreal, man. Like, they just, like I said, it's just like the leads. They're just like, fuck it, and Miho will do the rhythm. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a loss. I haven't talked too much about her in this one, but it's gonna be a loss. While they're playing these leads together, she's carrying that rhythm. You know, so we're gonna have to find somebody else, I guess. But like, whew, these freaking guitarists, man. These freaking guitarists. They're world class. Ooh, oh god! Ugh! Just the way that they have the synchronized whammy usage. Jesus. They hit that note perfectly together. Ugh! Ugh! Damn it. We're going to get blocked again, guys. If this goes off, that's what's happening. They said, heads up, we've detected copyright audio in your stream. We're just going to wait here silently for a second. Oh, Jesus. I got to be honest with you guys. Regardless of if this shuts off at this point, this is probably the end of the stream. I'm going to try to get through the last minute of this on my own, I think. Yeah. I'm going to... we'll start using Twitch next week, okay? We'll start using Twitch next week. I do have an account. Please follow my Twitter. It's on the screen right now. If you want to know what my Twitch account is going to be, I'm going to post it on there. This video is probably going to disappear from YouTube at some point today. So we'll do it on Twitch, and we'll see if that's any better. I already have the account made up, so just go give me a follow on there. It still says, warning, heads up, we detect copyrighted audio in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. So we don't want this to happen regardless, you know? And for Burden of Time, what I'll do is I'll just throw it onto next week's poll stream, okay? Tina, can you help me out with that? Throw this onto the... We're not going to vote for it. It already won, okay? Lovebites, Burden of Time is the victory for on the poll stream next week. And we'll do that on Twitch. This will be interesting, doing this on Twitch for the first time. It's going to be weird. There's going to be a lot less of us. There's going to be a lot less of us over there. Because people aren't going to be used to it. Like not going to know what to search for. You know, it's not going to. They're not going to get notifications on it or anything. So when I do go on there, if you guys could just do me a favor and just like, I don't know, like retweet what I say or like share somehow, you know, whatever. I'll post it on YouTube also. So that you know, but if you could like the post on YouTube, that'll make the algorithm like kind of kick it up there, so more people will know where to go. You know, I don't want this to keep happening, and it happens just 2 weeks in a row. So, Merry Christmas, everybody! For my patrons right now, just so you guys know, since I had to move everything over a day, so like if you're waiting for the Stray Kids thing, I'm doing that tomorrow, and I'm gonna do that. I'm going to also do Babymetal, Starlight, the live performance. And that's going to go up either tomorrow or on the weekend one day. Because Christmas, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who knows when I'm actually going to... Like, my schedule, I was hoping to hit it perfectly, but realistically, holiday weeks are tough. So, I'm going to get up as much as I can, but none of that stuff is going to go away. It's definitely happening within the next 4 or 5 days. Just not sure which days. Karen, don't worry. I will post on YouTube. Just so the trade-off is I post on YouTube and you guys give that YouTube post a like, okay? Because I still don't really... So, like, I have my personal account doesn't even get my YouTube post messages. I don't know how YouTube dictates that. You know? All right, happy holidays, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, what's the last one? Christmas, all that stuff. Thanks for coming by, guys. Like I said, next week's poll, this will have it on it. Okay? Adios, my friends. Have a good day.